Yeah, I said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox dead channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double tip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double tip on the director's cut. Woo. Double dip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. The boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine are gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We be sucking on every damn toe. Yo. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimetal PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Demo Flow Gaming Show, where I share my passion for gaming and keep you informed of everything that's going on with the gaming industry, guys. Another day, another dollar. Happy Friday to all of you, man. Pleasure to be here talking games with y'all, man. Crazy week. Amazing games are out, and more games are going to continue to come out throughout October and November and December, and like the end of the year is packed. So we are back talking about gaming with Power Boss. Power Boss in the house. How you doing, player?
Absolutely phenomenal. How's it going?
Pretty good. Chilling. And we also got Mr. 2K. I am Desire in the house, and congratulations for hitting 2K on YouTube. He's back at it again here with us, sharing and talking about games. What's going on with you, Blair?
Nothing much. Just getting ready for a 6-hour-long stream. Oh boy.
Drop the link in there, bro, and go support Desire, and for his like 2K stream. And bro, I'm gonna be there, like watching, because I'm gonna be busy this Friday, getting everything ready. Tomorrow's my boy's birthday party, so we gotta get the last nuances out of the way. So that being said, man, it's been a crazy week. Call of Duty beta just finished. Battlefield 6 is releasing. We also have more information on the console war. The console war that's going on. Supposedly, PlayStation and Xbox are both releasing in the next couple of years. And there's a lot more information that's being leaked. Power Boss is going to cover the whole thing. And we're going to talk about it because I'm excited about all this information. And also, like, we have a couple of questions to be asked here. But yeah, what's up? You got something to say? Yeah, go ahead.
Didn't the PS fanboys state that the Pro was going to last till 2028 or later?
They said it was going to be 2030 because we believe in generations.
Uh-huh. That lasted so long, didn't it?
And I still say that if it comes out any sooner than 2030, that it's going to be the worst console generation for the PlayStation ever.
They're going to make it $1,000 fucking.
That too.
Yeah,
It's
that's crazy. And
and
not only
fanboys were gonna say it's better than the fucking 5090 because they're already saying it, and it's fucking
Mm.
insane.
they
Yeah.
already saying it. They already
Yeah.
saying that it's gonna be. Yeah, but a 5090 in 2025 not the same as a 5090 in 2080 or 2028. Like there's gonna by that time I think the 80 series is gonna be ours. So we got a lot of ground to cover before we
Let's
get
do it.
there. But 5090, like get that of your minds. Okay. Let's keep it real. PlayStation can do it. Now, how much is it gonna cost? Let's
Too
keep it
much.
real. And consoles, they gotta stay cheap. They can't be too expensive because it loses the whole purpose.
Barrier
Also,
of entry.
yeah, and also PlayStation is a closed ecosystem. So you are gonna be paying the same thing that you could be spending for a PC, and you still don't get Steam, don't get Epic, don't get GOG, don't get loaded, and everything that there is that the PC ecosystem has to offer, and
Mhm.
you're paying for it. All you're getting is like the graphics, PlayStation exclusive once a year, and that's it. That's what you're capping for. That's crazy, bro. Like, let's get into it. Shout out to Chagos. I see you out there active. And bro, welcome everybody. Hit the like button. Share the stream with your friends and I don't know, Twitter, whatever, Instagram, all the social media. We are also live on Kick. And Twitch as well. Shout out to somebody. I can't remember the name, but somebody gave me a Twitch, like what is it, like a sub. Shout out to
Mhm.
them. That's dope. And yeah, you can watch me whatever the hell you want, though, whatever is convenient. Like, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, bro, like, YouTube and the ads or whatever. Maybe, in Twitch, I don't have none of that. Go ahead and watch on Twitch. Watch me on Twitch, watch on Kick, and, at your own convenience. Look, man, Lycos 45 in the house, bro. Let's get it. Decide, did you put your stream in there? Yeah.
I'm not. I
This
don't have I have my channel in there.
Okay, go
You
ahead and
put the
follow
channel up.
Desire. Right now, he's gonna live stream for 24 hours non-stop. He's gonna
Six
even take the
6
camera
hour.
to the bathroom and everything. You
No.
don't want to miss it.
That's
We got
Uh,
Jules in the house. Good to see you around. Everybody's doing good. I think we're Gucci. We're having a great time with gaming, and we are super excited for what's to come in the gaming, world. Definitely. Like 45 saying another day, another demo. Let's go. Another demo. Let's get it. We got who else here? Space Shot in the house, man, saying they're all going to be expensive though. Subsidizing consoles didn't make as much sense anymore, right? And that's the problem. They're probably gonna be super expensive. And you're picking up a GPU to claim it will be doesn't mean much outside of the overall picture. Look, this is like what's happening. I think they glazing and they gassing this up, and y'all need to calm down. And that's what we're gonna have Pablo later explaining what the hell is going on. We got Chicken Eye 2110 in the house. Oh shit! Battlefield 6 is ready to play. I just got the notification. Oh my god! I can't wait to try it out, see how the game looks. Um, we got Space Shot saying we're going to see games made multi-generational far into the future. Why would Fortnite leave behind 100 million PlayStation 4s? And look, that's something else that we got to talk about, and that I talked about in my video. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if you haven't watched my video, go ahead and give it a watch. I uploaded on Wednesday or something. It's my latest video, and I was talking about how when I play Call of Duty Black Ops 7 on the Xbox, I didn't see any improvement whatsoever from the Black Ops 6. Nothing. It was like literally the same game,
the only
right?
thing that they did that's something that should have never been in Call of Duty is get rid of skill-based matchmaking. That's it. And they
Yeah,
don't disband lobbies anymore.
right.
Thank God.
Yeah, sir. But that's not the point. The point that I'm trying to make is that I tried the game on console. It looked the same. I
Yeah.
played it on PC, and I automatically could see all the improvements that it's got over Black Ops 6. And why is that? Because generation of games are actually happening on the PC. On the console, nothing is happening. Nothing is moving forward. It's the same shit, the literally a wash-off version of what PC is. And that's what people say, oh, Call of Duty is the same. Of course, you're playing on console. You don't even know. You haven't experienced playing it on PC. You know what I'm saying? That's why it looks so much different. And like I can tell you this because I got both, and I can see why. Okay, this is not gonna stop me from playing Call of Duty because at the end of the day, like I don't really play Call of Duty because of the graphics. I don't think it's a type of game that you should play because of graphics. It's more like, you're looking for all the things like in-game mechanics and how the game play and whatnot and new features and all of that. But just seeing that made me realize like console generations are bullshit. Like let's keep it real. It just made me realize that, and I was like, bro, is it gonna be worth it to get the next generation of Xbox for me, or the next generation of PlayStation for me, or for anybody that already has a PC when these consoles are almost the same price as a PC? Like the other day, there was like the Alienware with the 5080 in there. It was like $1,600. That's a nice ass machine. I think I had the tweet somewhere in there that I think I bookmarked it. I think it was Wario 84. What's the name of that dude? I forgot his name.
Wario 64.
Wario 64, right? I think
Yeah.
he posted it and I bookmarked it. And check this out, bro. Look.
I'm gonna play the Battlefield single player while we do this.
Yeah. Go ahead and do your thing. No responsibilities for you.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to say I happily played 87 and a half hours and rolled credits on Digimon Storytime Stranger.
Oh, I never
Ooh.
played it, so I don't know.
It's a good game. A lot of foreshadowing.
I don't know
That,
anything Digimon related. I watched one episode as a kid, and that was it.
I mean, that's fine. Like I said, you asked me if you would be, enticed to play it, even not knowing anything about it. I would highly recommend jumping into Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory, the two priors, for $50.
Current
then-
queue 430,000. Oh my god,
Bro, come on.
Jeez.
Check it out, bro. Alienware.
Oh, that's nice.
Aurora Gaming Desktop. I cannot recommend Alienware, and this is why. It's because everything is too narrow. It's very hard to work inside.
I
and
would
it's
say not
almost like-
go with an Intel iCore.
I said no, but like even if it's not the best, right, CPU that you can get, this is still better than a PlayStation and an Xbox both combined. If you buy a
Yeah.
PlayStation and an Xbox right now, like most people have a PlayStation and an Xbox. I know a lot of them, and they have PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. You could like save all the freaking junk and just get one thing. And look at this shit. Look at the price. Buy a PlayStation is what, like $700, $800, and an Xbox is like
for
what?
the PlayStation.
$700
Xbox,
to $600.
$650, $700 for the
Do-
Xbox Series X.
Do the math. Do the math right now. What is this? Come on, bro.
and it's
You know?
360 for online for the the ultimate.
The
on
Game
top
Pass
of it.
Ultimate, yeah.
Right. You are literally like, I don't really get it, bro. It's just crazy. But anyways, just wanted to say that. And, that it is. This is going to be probably better than any next generation console. And it's even whole hardware. And that's just the crazy shit about it. How having the console experience is like, good
So-
and all of that. But come on.
I will say, as far as this desktop goes, it's a little overpriced, but then again, you're paying for the brand of Alienware.
I
Yeah.
would not recommend that.
I wouldn't recommend Alienware to anybody, but I'm just saying.
Not nowadays, no.
this
Not
is
since
just
they
like
got
a
bought
com-
out by
this
Dell
is
a
just
while
like-
back.
Yeah, once they got bought up by Dell, that was when they stopped being a good company.
Yeah.
This is just like a comparison, bro. This is really not, like a recommendation or
I
nothing. I'm just
understand
saying.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just making-
Yeah, it's just
I'm being
like
honest.
it take into account like everything that you're getting here versus what you're getting with both Xbox and PlayStation is already in here, more powerful, right, and more freedom for you to do things that you want to do. You got Steam in there, so you're gonna be saving money in the long run, and so on and so forth. Now think about it too. When you buy a TV versus a monitor, you buy a 4K TV, it's over $1,000, OLED, whatever, over $1,000, easy. Now you buy a monitor, you can get any monitor, OLED, 1440p, dope ass monitor for $600. And think about it, bro. You'll be saving money on the long run. So I mean, PC is making more and more sense lately when it comes to like gaming in the budget and all of that. On the long run, you end up saving money. So that's one of the things that I think,
Mhm.
though. So I mean, just
Yeah.
use your own. Like if you want to go with the Xbox, if you want to go with the PlayStation, that's fine. But understand that there's all the options in there,
Yeah.
and you could be more free as a player.
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah, you definitely make it much more feasible to buy a PC, and if you build it yourself, you can get the price way cheaper than that for equal or better parts than what's in there.
yeah, shout out to Lycos45 who's watching from your Twitch. Shout out to him.
Oh,
Many
we can only
this guy emojis.
That's funny.
Definitely care about performance and beating the game, says Jules. Yeah, definitely. Lycos45 saying PC is the way. It might be, man. Like, look, I've
Good
been
question.
gaming on consoles for a long time, right? Nothing
Mhm.
wrong with that. Because people, when you tell them something like this, they get offended. Oh my God, I love my Xbox or I love my PlayStation. Okay, that's fine. Nobody's telling you not to love it, not to get it. I'm just saying, like, it might be time to think about getting a PC, especially if you're one of those people who are unhappy about the performance issues that you get in consoles, like games still being
Mhm.
30 FPS in 2025.
That is pathetic. That is so fucking pathetic. I
I
can't.
mean,
I can't.
as bad as performance can be on PC, with certain games, you're never gonna get 30 FPS. You're
Yeah,
gonna
but you
get
can
60
mod.
and up.
You can also mod it and make it to where the fucking games that run like crap run better.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's like so many possibility, guys. Like keep an open mind when we're talking gaming here. But anyways, let's talk about the
First
next generation.
topic.
First topic. And guys down there, I'm gonna go ahead and do a poll.
I think you
Uh,
meant PS6, not PS5.
yeah, that's PS6, no?
You put
You
five.
put PS5 on the
I
topic.
put PS5. Oh my god. No.
Man's is
Yeah,
getting
I
old,
know.
everybody. He doesn't know his difference from a 5 and a 6.
I mean, there you
We're
go.
keeping
It's
it
hard to
above.
tell the difference.
Hey, when you have
But
kids,
yeah,
I understand, bro.
We're just
I
keeping it a
know.
buck is all. There you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a poll. Okay. Let me ask you guys the questions. Would you pay $1,000 for next gen consoles?
I would say $1,000 plus.
Yeah, because we don't know. It's
No.
probably, and then it's going to probably be $100 a game. That's
Oh
the other
God, I
thing they were
hope not.
talking about. Did you see about that?
I hope not.
Like, there's like straight up talking that the next gen console games are going to be $100.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. That's crazy.
Which
Miguel
there's not.
Diaz.
I have said there's no game that is worth more than 60, but there is no game that's even close to $100. Period. I don't care if it's a special edition or nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. Miguel Diaz in the house saying, "Saludos, muchachos." He's saying like greetings, right? I'm not paying $1,000 for the PX6. Bro, there you have it. First person saying,
So I'm going to jump in on this.
yeah.
First and foremost, right? The whole thing of a console was you buy the hardware at a low price for a barrier to entry. You make the money back on software sales always. That is the reason why they nickel and dime on DLC, additional content, season passes, battle passes, all of that. That is where it comes in, okay? And if the game is worth it, you can sell it subsidized because the digital sales, it costs them nothing to produce because there's nothing to manufacture and send out to stores and take a loss on. So the digital sales is all 100% pure profit. And they can sell way more copies of games and get a lower barrier to entry to make this money back in sales. That's the whole point of a console. So the point where you're spending as much as a PC, yeah, I'm sorry, no, that is ridiculous to say, hey, there's value to that. No, there's not, because what you're doing is you're literally gating your customers that are already having trouble buying the games, as Matt Piscatella likes to point out, 2 to 3 games a year in this last couple generations. And let's face it, not all the games are even worth it, much less, worth that amount. So for somebody,
Shit,
go
it
ahead.
is. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. And now they're going to 100, which is going to
yeah,
go from 2 games to maybe 1. And then you're going to wonder why every other company is like, why is our games not selling? Gee golly
exactly.
willikers.
And if they do that, and that's not even for the special editions and deluxe editions and all those things on top of it. Those are the base games, and that's the sad part.
Pisses me off.
Now, I will say, games that are coming out now, yes, we're getting, high quality graphical fidelity, eyeball popping, looking veins in the eyes, as Alex likes to say. But at the same time, look at something like Expedition 33, Digimon Time Stranger. Those are specific art styles that aren't realistic graphics, that perform well, look great. Even though it's maybe not your type of game in those particular games, it can show that you can make a game low cost budget, cost low, and still be a good game. And not have to have, my ray tracing reflections and, all this high fidelity. It's no Call of Duty, no Battlefield 6. It's perfectly fine.
Or you could make a game, and this is going to sound crazy. I didn't like Expedition 33. It's very cheap for the price of entry. However, it's made such a massive amount of profit because of how many people are purchasing it, let alone the fact that the game is obviously fucking amazing.
And look at Power World. It was literally the top charts on everywhere for
and Helldivers.
so much.
It's also a cheap game.
Oh, we're going to get into Helldivers.
Oh, yeah. You mean how the fanboys were saying that it didn't sell well, and then a guy had to fucking state, hey, we have to confirm the Xbox purchases?
It was the same guy who posted it out. Matt Piscatella. Was it Matt Piscatella?
It's Matt Piscatella.
Yeah, from Circana, talking about the digital sales are not included. We don't know the full numbers. That's why it's not on this list. Not only that, it's 5 days worth of sales, and the game didn't even hit its stride until day 6 anyway. And that's not including the fact that it's close of business or when the numbers were posted according to their sales charts. It's stupid. You're comparing games that had a full month of sale.
It's only the ponies. It's only the ponies concerned about all this, man.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, nobody cares. But yeah, well, Jules said, "Thank God, I'm an indie double 8 gamer." There you go. Look, we got games for everybody, bro. $100. Fuck out of here, straight up. Not touching it and waiting for sales. That's a thing too. If people could fight off a little bit of a FOMO, right, and wait for the sale, you'd be surprised how much money you could save. Like Borderlands, for example, $70 on release, now it's $50. I think it was I think Warrior of 64 as well. He added one other thing. It's like $48 somewhere. So it's only like it hasn't even been a month since Borderlands release, and it's already and you know why is this? Because they can see a trend of like when the game is brand new, people are willing to pay for it, but as the months pass, it's like who's buying this? Nobody's buying. We're not getting any sales. We might as well give it a sale. It make $20 rather than zero. If you make $0, you're not making shit. But man, how's the poll going? Can you see a Power Bus in your thing? How's the poll going?
So far, out of what is it? 7 votes, 86% said no, they are not going to pay 1,000 plus for next gen consoles.
Wow. Okay, but here's the thing too, because we're talking about PlayStation being $1,000, but there's a good chance that the next Xbox might be $1,000 as well. So people get it twisted because it'll be like, oh damn it, you get on here and then you're criticizing PlayStation for the price and
not Xbox, right?
No. We're criticizing all of it. Starting off with Nintendo, you know what I'm saying, and Xbox and PlayStation, all of them need to get it because it's like consoles are supposed to be like you said, Power Boss, the entry level gaming, which makes
Hmm.
them more accessible. $1,000 in 2025. It's true that it doesn't have the same value as $1,000 had back in 2015 or something, but
Hmm.
it's still $1,000, and it's still hard for people to come up with $1,000 like that. And I think that what they're doing with this console is that they're trying to push the graphics so much, and the technology is not ready yet, because the technology is ready but it's not viable. And then, when it comes to like the math and the economics, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's still too expensive. It's
Hmm.
like, remember back in the day when storage, like, 30 gigabytes or something was like $100 or something like that. remember
Oh
remember
yeah.
that? And now you can get terabytes with that type of money. It's just
Yep.
like, it's not there yet, but I promise you that maybe later on it's gonna become a lot easier for them to
So
price these things better.
back when I was in the military, like 2002, 2003 era, um, when new hard drives and storage capacities came out, you were paying slightly above $10 per gig,
Mm,
or $10 per 10 gigs or something like that. And I got myself like a 40 to gigabyte external hard drive for, like, I don't know, $50. So it's pretty cheap. And nowadays, like you said, you can get terabytes, and you're paying about $100 per terabyte, which is
yep.
about in par in line. And when the newest, big hard drive comes out, now they're starting to be SSDs. Now you're starting to get, you know,
Right.
the different variable ratings of what it is, of RPM spin ups on HDDs. And depending on which one you get, quality, manufacturer, and things like that, is how long it's going to last. SSDs are obviously going to be way better in the long run nowadays because it's no moving parts. And literally, you're still paying about the same $10 per gig or something like that.
Right.
So
Um.
for $100 on a 1 terabyte, that's damn good.
Yeah. It is. It is good. Not happy. It should be like what, maybe $50, but it is what it is.
Mhm.
But uh, I feel like, regardless of how we feel, realistically speaking, this is the way the economy is right now.
Yeah.
And like, you can criticize these companies as much as you want, but uh, uh, you know the reality is this. Like, and you can see it everywhere, not only in gaming. You can see it like when you go buy eggs at the market.
Hmm.
And it's like even more essential stuff like milk is getting more expensive, and it's just like, where are we heading? And it's sort of like the value that money had is being lost. It's because I feel like people are making money on things that don't make money. Like, I don't know, like OnlyFans. Like, that's okay. Yeah, you are selling entertainment or whatever, but you're not exchanging anything of value, like that you can tangible stuff that you can say like, okay, this has value and I can keep it. You're selling moments, and that's crazy and kind of scary, right? To see where we're going. So I mean, there you have it. Next generation of PlayStation might be expensive. Next generation of Xbox as well, to be fair. And what are the specs that these ponies are talking about, Power Balls? Because I heard
So I
59.
actually got a tweet pulled up that I just found in Alex's Discord that somebody posted. Let me
Okay,
share my screen,
they're just screaming out. We share it together.
and we'll go over it together.
Whoa. Sorry, I'm playing the campaign. It actually looks really cool.
It's good.
Yeah.
I can wait. I can wait.
So here we go. TCMF Games is known PlayStation fanboy talking about the Mark Cerny interview.
Yeah.
Says new PS6 tech confirmed. The goal for the new project under Project Amethyst is to enhance real-time physics, cinematic lighting, asset streaming, and low latency synchronization between CPU and GPU. Okay, traditional GPU brute force isn't scaling. They're now combining rasterization with neural accelerations. FSR and PSSR are co-engineered by Sony and AMD using a shared neural network. And machine learning is to become the core to future visuals, improving image quality, frame rate, and development efficiency. Neural arrays lets the GPU compute units work together like a unified AI engine for machine learning tasks. Neural arrays enable larger machine learning models, greater efficiency, and better upscaling and denoising performance, which even Ghost of Yote had a day one patch to fix, mind you. Aim to deliver better FSR, enhanced ray regeneration, and new machine learning powered features in real time. AMD and Sony also reworked ray tracing and path tracing, which are now key to achieving a cinematic realism. The Radiance cores are new hardware blocks for unified light transport, handling ray and path tracing more efficiently. Mind you, also, consoles do not have path tracing. Period.
Yeah, currently.
The current gen PS5, PS5 Pro, and Xbox Series S and X do not have it, period. They can't get it.
They can get it, but maybe for the next generation, that's one of the plans. And
if that's on them, then fine.
Yeah.
But it's still not worth $1,000 because we can do that with 3090s.
Yeah.
Radiance cores offload RAID traversal from shaders, improving speed, freeing GPU resources, and boosting performance. Enables cleaner lighting, faster rendering, and next-gen ray tracing visuals. Both machine learning and ray tracing are limited by GPU memory bandwidth, so AMD and Sony developed universal compression. Universal compression itself compresses all data types, reducing bandwidth use and improving frame rate, detail, and power efficiency. It works synergistically with neural arrays and Radiance cores, boosting GPU efficiency beyond raw specs, which literally, from what we know with the 5000 series, that's literally talking about fake frames. You're getting 3 fake frames for every 1 real one. And then these technologies currently exist only in simulation, but results are promising for a future console in a few years. The partnership focuses on empowering game creators and developers, not just hardware performance, which we know from AI.
Yeah.
The partnership focuses on, excuse me, I just read that. Sony and AMD emphasize that all these efforts aim to push gaming forward for players, creators, and communities. And here's the new theme for PlayStation that they came out with to show it off.
So this is like their official thing from the PlayStation interview with Mark Cerny, the model and everything.
No, this is made by him.
Oh, so like an AI thingy.
Yeah.
Sure, it looks
So-
like a Xbox Series. What is it, like an Xbox One, but like, you know, flipped. That's what it looked like. Anyways, dude.
I mean, we
what
know
are your
that the
thoughts on
PS6
this?
isn't going to look like this.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this,
So-
Power Buzz?
After watching the Mark Cerny interview with AMD, I think it was Mark Hune, they're talking about the future. So we know that they're going to bring neural networking from the machine learning of the FSR4 into a PSSR 2.0. And in order for them to do that, sure, they're going to get even further boosting performance of ray tracing, load times, and things like that to the PS5 and Pro. But more to the PS5 Pro because it has that PSSR technology. The PS5 base is probably not going to see hardly any uplift, but the raw power that the PS5 is pushing and the Series X are pushing already, like they were saying, brute forcing graphics.
Yeah.
Which is why when you compare, you know, say a 3090 to a console or a 3080 to a console, that the PC is always going to outperform because of that APU, GPU, CPU combo comparison.
Right.
The dedicated GPUs are going to always outperform a shared GPU CPU. Now, moving from console to PC, what this is going to allow for is smoother transitioning because of that separation.
Right.
So the development switching over is going to be less problematic and easier development so that they can make quicker turnarounds to make PC ports.
All right. So would you say that PlayStation is working on a sort of a PC hybrid, just like Xbox? Similar?
No.
No? You
Uh,
think they're gonna go with a traditional console only?
they're going to do a
Same thing,
traditional
closed
console only.
ecosystem?
Yep.
Oh man, they're cooked. What's up with you, Desire? How you feel about these specs? How do they look to you? How do they sound to you?
Not worth $1,000 fucking dollars. Tell you that. They don't
God
sound
damn.
good, and it's probably going to have overheating issues, which means I'm going to be very, very good when it comes to my job, but the users aren't.
Yeah. Oh my God. I feel like, well, all of this also is like prototypes and stuff, right? Like they're still working on the development of it. So this might be
Well,
just,
if you watch the Mark Cerny interview, he did say that it's talking about future console tech, not current gen
not
console tech.
current. Oh, okay.
So, like I said, some of this can be brought over to the PS5 Pro and the PSSR 2.0 technology whenever they decide to roll it out. But he's talking about years down the road, not like it's coming out tomorrow.
Not like it's coming up tomorrow.
Even
Well,
Xbox is teased that there's going to be a new Xbox console coming out,
Yeah.
and I fully think that they're going to tease it next year, and it's probably going to release in 2027.
Okay, hold on. You're telling me that Xbox that the 2 days ago was supposed to exit the gaming market is gonna be releasing a new console? How is this
Yeah,
even
imagine
possible?
that.
I'm lost
Imagine that.
for words. I'm
Imagine
lost.
that.
Yeah.
But they're trying to say that the PlayStation 6 is not wanting to have a repeat of the PS3, Xbox 360 generation by letting Xbox release their console so far out ahead, like they did,
Yeah.
and get the jump on them. However, like I said, if the PS6 releases too soon, any earlier than 2030, this is going to be the worst console generation ever for the
Yeah.
PlayStation
Yeah, it is.
in raw game output.
Right. Listen, like Ghost of Yote came out, got good reviews and stuff, but like, what is it a new console without games? Like,
Mhm.
remember, you're gonna be in a closed ecosystem. The new Xbox, I mean, Xbox Game Studios can shit the bed. Halo could be coming out terrible. Fable could be the worst game since Redfall, right? But you're still gonna have Steam. You know, you're still gonna have Epic. You're still gonna have, PlayStation porting games to, 1 year later or whatever. So it's like, thinking about it, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I don't know. I mean, PlayStation, that's the one thing that we kept saying here.
So I don't know. Maybe Desire can fill in some gaps. I don't know the most about neural arrays, radiance cores,
That's a
universal
bunch of
compression.
mumbo jumbo right
It's
now that they put on
so
these beautiful
it's
words
a
for
bunch of
nothing.
mumbo jumbo, pretty
Yep.
much. Because
Yep.
if you don't know what you're talking about, you're not going to know what it is.
Right.
It's basically a more downgraded thing that has been implemented in the 50 series that is true, but it's not
Mhm.
something that you'd want because it's going to have overheating issues because
Like
that
I said,
device
fake
does not
frames.
have the ability of getting it. That is a big issue, and nobody understands that outside of people that are tech wizards or people that work on
Exactly.
tech.
Now,
Which is
like
why I
I
don't
said,
even talk
Overheating
about
stuff.
it.
like I
don't even see
said,
it.
like I said, that you're talking about getting fake frames in games, one real
Mhm.
frame for every 3 fakes, which is literally what the 50 series cards all do.
Yep.
And it's
That's
the
Well,
reason
if
why
you
why I
turn
don't like
on
that piece of garbage.
frame generation, and
exactly.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Like, I know how Desire feels about it. I don't like it, but in some
Mhm.
games, it helps. When they stutter and it's sort of not smooth, it is like, okay, maybe
Granted, I'm on a
single player
4090, so
game.
mine's completely different experience than yours, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but that's what I was saying. We were saying here in the channel for a long time that if PlayStation is gonna continue to have a closed ecosystem, they're gonna struggle next generation, battling it out with PC and Xbox and even Nintendo and even mobile. Because this is where I believe that the ones innovating for real in the gaming space are Xbox. Okay, and why do I say this? Not to cop for them or nothing. It's just like they try to blur the lines between PC and console, which is like genius, and they also trying to blur the lines between PC, console, and mobile. So this is why the Xbox Rogue Ally was one of the best. What was nominated for one of the best inventions of 2025, something like that. Did you see that? I don't know. Have you seen? Have you guys seen the tweet?
No, I missed that. What was that one?
Okay, let me go ahead and look it up, bro.
So
Because I do have the
just
tweet.
while you pull that up, I'll finish this off.
Mhm,
So
yeah, yeah.
again, the Radiance cores and the neural rays, these are for developers' cliff notes, basically.
They're a dev cliff note that will never be used because it's going to make the console run like ass.
Right. And
Because
they
it
have
doesn't
also
have the
been
ability of holding the cooling it would need.
and they've
Sorry.
also noted that it's going towards global illumination rather than ray tracing.
Okay, so this is
And then
time.com.
to finish this off,
Yeah.
universal compression, the whole Kraken technology of compression, that's not needed. But you're also seeing games that, like Call of Duty, have things like COD HQ bundled in that literally bloat the game to high heaven and
Yeah.
make it, hundreds of gigabytes worth of data to download, even if you're only playing the one specific game. Like Black Ops 7 beta, you had to download Call of Duty HQ to launch the game, to then close the game to relaunch into the Call of Duty Black Ops 7, and then continue on going through the different loaders and launchers and loadouts before you actually got into the game that you're trying to play.
Right. So here's Time article, right? Time.com, whatever. They got the best inventions of 2025, and Rogue Ally made the list, the Rogue Ally X. So a gaming PC on the go, right? Whether you call it an Xbox or gaming PC, whatever, who gives a shit. The whole thing. The thing is that this shit can play games. That's all you need to know. Gaming habits have become more portable, and the Rogue Ally. Rogue Xbox Ally X is Asus and Microsoft response to the trend. The two companies partnered to build a powerful handheld console that designed to meet players across platforms. It will have been easy mode for us to make another walled garden, says Jason Beaumont, vice president of Xbox experiences at Microsoft. But players wanted to be able to play their games regardless of where they came from. Launching in October, the handheld can play compatible games from across the user's PC or Xbox library. You hear that? Xbox library. And because the device runs Windows 11, it can play PC games from third-party storefronts too. So there you go. This is like innovation right here. Like, not okay, I get it. Technology can advance in different ways. There's different ramifications, right? But this is the one type of innovation that we need. Shit that that actually makes sense. Because I know games are gonna be looking better for sure. Like further ahead. So why waste time in that? Lead that to the game developers. Like if you were developing the hardware, you should focus on things that the players want, right? So there you have it. The poll results are in. I'm gonna end it right here, right now, and let me go ahead and goddamn. Let me go ahead and see the results.
So I will say that I think that the price for the Ally X is insane at $1,000. But again, that particular product, handheld gaming on the go, is not for me because I don't care to take, gaming PC on the go because I don't go anywhere. But that's me. So
Yeah, that's me too. Yeah.
But from a technical perspective, I would like to see that at least that the $1,000 that they put into it is well worth the money, which in my aspect would have been if they added an OLED screen. I know Lemon pushed back on me about that. 108 Dragons, go follow him. He's awesome.
Shout out to him.
But it is not the end all be all of why the handheld should be $1,000 or less. There are things that it could have done better, I think. The fact that it has expandable memory is one, which is great. But even at 1 terabyte, that's still not enough for gaming. But at the same time, you're talking about 24 gigs of RAM, which is very few handhelds on the market have that.
Yep.
So that's a plus. I do think it should have gone for 32 just to make it more standard across PC. but it's not bad. And Lemon said that the tools that everybody's always talking about when something new
The
comes out
tools.
is not going to be coming till March.
Right.
So
All right.
that's when we're going to see the handheld really take off and what the price to performance can actually do and whether it's worth it or not.
Right. Yeah, the poll ended up with like 75% people not wanting to spend the money, and there's other part of the community that don't obviously care and they are willing to pay, and that's the thing too. If you think about it, some people are willing to pay that amount, some others are not willing to pay that amount. I always say go with what makes you happy and makes sense, for you. Base. I'm not here to tell you do not buy it, do not do whatever the hell you want, but I'm just like telling you straight up, like there's other options that you can go to and might be even better for you. But I mean, you know what's best for you. I know what's best for me. So all we do is give you the information. You pick and choose what you want to do. But let me go ahead and rock with the shackles. I see a couple of comments here. We got Lycos 45 saying PC's the way. Um, Let me see. Sony 2 in the house. I'd rather buy Xbox Magnus all day. That's what he said. Drone Linerola. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for coming through. He says, Surip, facts. Then I will be able to sit in the living room and I'm still enjoy my PC games along with all my games as an option instead of sitting at my desk. And look, that's what people are looking. They're looking for that mobility, right? Like portability, be able to like get your PC and put it in your living rooms type thing, which I can do. But it's a heavy box to be carrying it all the time, to do the switch. So, consoles in that
Well,
sense are
you
way better.
can stream the screen to your wireless displays, right? You don't have to actually physically connect it.
Right, but the thing is that the latency might not be the best too.
No, it's not. There's no latency when you do that.
What like remote play?
Sort of.
Yeah,
It's
there,
along the
there.
same lines, but it's not exactly remote play.
I had to like experiment more with that. But the times that I've tried remote play is actually pretty good. But I could definitely feel some type of latency.
Hmm.
From like
So I'll
playing
put it this
natively.
way. I would stream videos that I would watch on my PC to my TV that's right over there. And, we would sit and watch movies and TV shows constantly. There's only a slight delay depending on how you're casting it.
Right.
Casting it is different than using it as an
Remote play.
actual screen.
Right.
If you connect it as a wireless display instead of casting it, it's zero latency.
I had to go ahead and check that out
Okay.
because that'll be like a good thing for
Hmm.
the VR games that I got on Steam that I
Yeah, it
haven't been
could
able to
be.
play. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But shout out to um Drone Linerola. He said, y'all see the Xbox Rogue Ally X keep selling out. Next gen Xbox would do numbers because it will basically have everything. And that's what's attracted to me rather than all these power narrative and all of that. Like it'll be amazing if they could bring these changes to the current console that we have, to the Xbox
I
Series
think
X.
the UI is supposed to get a rollback to it.
If they do that, I'll be extremely happy if we are able to do all of that in the Xbox Series X. And then later on down the line, if I want a little bit more power for my living room, a little bit more graphics and things, maybe I could
Hmm.
go ahead and it will make sense for me to have an Xbox
I mean, I'm
or
not
a
going to be getting rid
PlayStation,
of my
whatever.
Series X, so when that UI rollout does happen, I'll be able to tell you.
Yeah, that
But
yeah. Let's see.
I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. I think when all the handhelds are going to get it, that's going to be fine. I don't expect the consoles to get it until the next console actually rolls out.
Jules here in the house saying newer consoles are gonna be expensive, and yeah, that's the sort of the agreement that we all got to. It might be too expensive for people who are, but then again, if you had both the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation, like a lot of people do, maybe you can sell those, get some money back, and put it towards your consoles, and that might be the way. But at the end of the day, you already know if you take your console to GameStop, they're gonna give you $50, and then they're gonna sell it for 200 later on. And it's just like, what are we even doing, bro? You're getting robbed. So sometimes it's best to for you to stay with what you have and keep it and then sell it like 20 years down the line when it becomes like sort of like like a strange item to find, and it might be worth the wait. We got here Matt Fig in the house. How's it going, player? Good to have you around, bro. Yeah, that's what's up. Matt Fig saying, I am buying any PlayStation systems. I get it all on my NX Xbox. Day one. For Matt Fig, also, Yote is a flop. Oh shit, hit him where it hurts. I don't know about Yote being a flop. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's a
So
great game,
supposedly
but
it's
I don't know how much it's
past.
sold.
I think it's past Ghost of Tsushima first week launch sales,
Okay, that's good.
but it is not selling anywhere near the total sales of what Yote or what Tsushima sold. It's pretty much sold 1 million and then flatlined,
Damn.
and that was basically the initial launch sales of it.
All right, all right. So I think it's time to move on from the whole next gen talk. What about Xbox? What is the Project Madness and what's going on with it? Power Boss. Do you have any information about it? Because I heard things, but I haven't really been looking into it because I've been playing games because I write, so I haven't really done my
What topic?
homework. With the Xbox Madness, like the new information that came out.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't seen that yet. What about you, Desire? Did you see anything about it?
Huh?
Do you see anything about the new Xbox? About the
I did not see a thing. No.
All right, let me go ahead and look for the information here because I think Cole Eastwood, right? He had a video about
Well,
it.
I don't trust Colt for shit.
Not to trust them like that, but he knows a little bit.
So I'll put it this way: when it comes to Colt Eastwood, I don't like his takes of things that are good and bad. I mean, he liked Redfall, for instance,
Yeah,
Ugh. Oh God.
but at the
Ugh.
same time, I will probably give him more of the benefit of the doubt when it
yeah,
comes to like leaks and rumors. I'll say, because those aren't his words; those are only his interpretations of what's out there. So I'll give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt on that one. Um, but no, what's the hearsay about the new next Xbox?
let me go ahead. Let me show you. I pulled out this article. I don't know how credible it is, but oh my god, get
All
this out of my freaking screen. So this is
right, let's
hypertext.
see.
And they say, what is Project Manux and what does it have to do with Xbox? So, new leaks reveal fresh details about the upcoming
Oh
Xbox
God, it's
console.
going off of Moore's Law is dead.
Oh, yeah. Under the code name Magnus leak. Well, if Pony's using the information, we might as well use it too, right? Leak documents claim that the console will give just to have an idea, right? Because here's the thing: when one Xbox thing comes on, another PlayStation things, news pop, and it's just like a battle constantly. To like, I have information about this, I have information about that. So they say, under the code name Magnus, leak documents claim that the console will give an industry leading GPU and push for 4K 120 hertz gameplay. I don't believe it. And it will likely launch in 2026 or 27 and be a pricey item.
So I've
Okay,
always
that I
said
could
that it's
believe.
going to be shown in 2026 because of the 25 years of Xbox,
Yep.
but
I
it's
don't-
not going to release with Halo until the following year in 27.
I think a lot of people believe, and I hear this around. There's sort of like noise around uh Xbox showing up, showcasing the new console in the during the Game Awards, something like that. Maybe
Oh,
announcing them.
I just
I think the Game Awards is going to show the first game at the Game Awards. Maybe
Look,
Fable.
and here's the details that I love about all these leaks because I don't like covering leaks and all of that or people the insiders and all that, but it's so curious that they some way somehow they always put the Xbox below what PlayStation leaks are. And look, the PlayStation, they were talking about a 5090. With the Xbox, they're talking about being compatible to a 5080. You see the trend there. Like they could speculate about it in the same way, but they decided to go a tier below, which is like, who gives a shit? Giving it 50 to 100% more performance than the PlayStation 5 Pro. They comparing it to the PlayStation 5. This is how I know this is bullshit. When they compare it to the PlayStation 5 Pro, like, why would you even do that? You
So-
want to compare it to the last Xbox, not to the PlayStation Pro.
So this is going to come from an actual tech dev who actually builds PCs and stuff,
Yeah.
and I can tell you what their console's probably going to run at. I
Yeah.
believe that for what I believe its price. So let's say it is $1,000. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So at most, this is being very charitable. It'll be a 4080. At most. It won't be a 4090. It won't be a 5090. And that's for both PlayStation and Xbox. That is what the current cooling system they would be able to put
Mhm.
into it would be able to run. And what would it run? It wouldn't run games well. Do you want to know why? Because it's too damn big of a fucking drive and stuff they're pushing without fucking upgrading the damn cooling device. The PS5 runs at 90 degrees when the coolant they have for their fucking chip is designed to only run at 75 degrees maximum. And you want to tell me that the next console is supposed to run at possibly upwards of 100 degrees?
Yeah.
Because that's
Well-
what it's probably going to do.
You better get naked before you play on your PlayStation, because it's gonna get extremely hot.
Like,
And
Hey, don't give them ideas because some of the PlayStation fanboys already do that.
I don't understand why people are saying that, oh, this is all going to happen. I go, no, it's not. At most, it'll be the 4080. It's still going to have overheating issues, but it won't be anywhere near what they're probably striving for. Because what they're striving for, from what I have heard, it is going to have so much overheating issues that I will have a great job. You
So-
guys that are consumers will fucking hate it.
Now,
I love it.
unlike Desire, I don't build PCs for a living. But from the trends that I see, okay, when did the PS5 base start in production?
Start in
the PS5
production.
based?
Are we talking about before when they
The
have
fat-
like their pre-send where they do all
Before it launched in 2020.
It's usually starts in production a year prior. Usually.
Okay. So that means that they were in development trying to work it for at least 2 to 3 years.
And it still has an overheating issue.
So 2018, 2019, before they started production, and then they released it in 2020, and immediately as it released, they started working in 2020 on the PS5 Pro. Okay,
Wow.
for a 5-year release. Now, what things were on the market in 2018, 2019? The 3080s, 3090s.
Yeah.
So if they're starting now, the current production, that means that they've started production with what they had on the market, which, like Desire said, the 40 series. So at most, it can be a 4090. It's not going to have the 5090 series.
I
Now,
wouldn't say 4090, bro, because they love to throw that 90 in there like it
It's-
doesn't mean shit.
There is no.
I'm just
there is
saying it
not
later.
So here's what I'll break down the tech real quick to people. There is not a single console that will ever run anywhere near a fucking 90.
There you go. There you have it.
It will never fucking happen.
I'm not saying that it is going to. I'm just saying at most it could.
The most it could is a 4080. The
And-
most.
The only games that you're going to see it in are things like Call of Duty and Battlefield 6, where you want that 120 FPS for stability of hit detection and things like that and smooth gameplay, but we know that it's also going to drop down from 4K resolution at the same time because of it.
Of course it will, because they don't fucking optimize their devices and they don't give it enough RAM. They're
And
fucking
consoles can never have that parity across like PC can
Of course not,
because of
they physically
the
can't
shared
hold it.
APUs.
It's the APUs, it's the fucking cooling devices that you would need. They don't have the ability of using it because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Because everyone that's saying that, oh, we have to have it this way, it has
Right.
to be this way. I can build you a PC for $685 and it outperforms the PS5 Pro.
Yep.
Tell
We've
me
proven
again
that.
what? Tell me again.
Yeah, and also the thing is like they missing the part because every time that they do, oh, this is gonna be like compatible or comparable to 4090, they forget that you have to pair it up with the 4090 with a nice CPU. You
So
cannot just like put a dirty old CPU in there because it's gonna like hold back the card. You're gonna bottleneck.
considering I can
shit.
tell you to exact detail the levels of each console because I fix them as well as build PCs and fix PCs, I can tell you exactly what stressors I can put to each console's programs to where I can put each frames per game. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. What is the maximum frame you think you can get out of a 4090 if you
Whew.
were to max settings and I was
Whoa.
to overclock it?
Isn't it something like 288 or something?
It's 350 if I overclock it, but it will drop down to 280 in cutscenes.
That's more than enough. You don't need no that.
Compared to a PS5 Pro, which is the most modern console, if I was to high stress it and I was to overclock its processor, the maximum I can get it to with a 4K resolution, because it's the highest I can get it, and put it on max quality and everything, the highest I can get it to, and it will still drop in frames, is 100.
Yeah, crazy shit.
That's at
Crazy
4K,
work.
by the way.
Yeah.
That's high stress because I'm
Yeah.
high stressing it.
Yeah, and it's not. It's gonna break down eventually because.
Oh
like,
yeah,
you know,
if anyone tells you you don't high stress your stuff because it will always fuck it up.
it was
Always.
always break. Yeah, that's why you don't do it. But like unless you are desire and you know about this shit like that, I don't recommend you to do it.
I don't.
um,
So I fix them, and I can tell people what each thing does and what is the problem with each little minute part. I can replace console parts. Not a lot of people can do that. I can physically take your console, rip it apart, rebuild it better, right in front of you, and it'll work. And everyone, I hate it when people on console try to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, and then I've literally told them to the exact detail every little part that is in their console and what each problem with each part is.
yeah. But bro, like, it is what it is. They're never gonna learn. Anyways, let's move on because I mean Black Ops 7 beta just happened and a lot of people hated Call of Duty, like a lot of people. I feel like a lot of like this Call of Duty hate is deserved, right? But
The introducing of SBMM was when I
yeah,
started.
yeah. That's messed up. But now that they killed it, because they definitely killed code-based matchmaking,
Only
and
took
they
15 fucking years, boys.
well, I mean, how we feeling about that? Like, how do you guys feel about the code-based
So
matchmaking stuff?
I think that SBMM was always a bad thing in Call of Duty.
Mhm.
And like you said behind the scenes prior to the show, it's always making the TTK, the time to kill, too fast. You're always playing ranked even if you didn't want to play ranked. You're
Mhm.
always going with tryhards. You're always going with the sweats. You're always going with people that are trying their hardest to get a one-up on the opponent. And prior to Black Ops 7, you're playing a game where once your team gets in the lead, you're always going to stay in the lead.
Yep.
Because you're getting those kill streaks, you're getting those score streaks, you're getting, all one up on your opponents. Now, with the 25-page excerpt that they put out, explaining what it was for, I think it was Black Ops 6 or Cold War or whatever it was, they outlined exactly the different levels and details of it, and I think it's bad. It is horrible. And played the Black Ops 7 beta for myself, I love the zombies mode, so I hopped into that. I did try with the skill-based matchmaking before they took that out. I didn't try after they removed it, but I do agree with Klutzy King, another streamer, who is into Battlefield 6. He's into all the Black Ops. He's, loving Helldivers 2 constantly. He plays these games religiously, and he's even on it right now, as a matter of fact, Battlefield 6. And his assessment, okay, is SBMM is the worst thing that Call of Duty has ever introduced.
I agree with that. 100%.
And the time to kill is so bad that once you get a hit marker, you almost have no time to respond. It's basically trying to take real world mechanics that, once you're hit, you're dead. You basically get 2 to 3 shots off with most of your weapons and you're dead. You get hit with a grenade, you're dead. It's not trying to be that. You're literally playing a game with a spray and pray mechanic. And that's not fun for anybody, because literally all you have to do is get a big magazine on your weapon and spray and pray and kill everybody. But with the reduction of SBMM and the removal of persistent lobbies, or whatever it was that they did, where you don't drop lobbies anymore, I do think it's going to be beneficial.
Yep.
So that people, you're not going to just quit the game.
Right.
Because when you rejoin, you're going to have, I think it's like if you join a game and the game is ongoing, you're going to be locked into that game mode until that game mode finishes.
Right.
Persistent lobbies, I think, is a good thing.
Persistent lobbies are like where you make your friends and when you make your rivals too, because you stay playing and you're noticing somebody who's killing you all match long, and then you can have revenge on them. And then when the game is loading, you can talk shit in between. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
back my favorite content, trolling.
Yeah. And I was playing Black Ops 7. I was streaming it here as well. And I was sort of like getting a little bit of a taste of what that could be like when the game actually releases. It felt like I was playing, I don't know, maybe like Modern Warfare 2 or some shit. Like, back in the day. It felt like people were actually engaging, talking, having a good time, and it just like, I don't know. I was just vibing, bro. What about you, Desire? Do you get to play?
One quick last point that I'm going to make. Something else that I agree with Klutzy on is the doors need to go. Just make them open doorways. Don't have this automatic open and close BS. Just have open doorways, and the maps would be, far more better.
I agree with that.
I'll give my 2 cents on the beta. I believe that the game is worse than all advanced movement games by a mile. I don't think that I've ever had a worse advanced movement Call of Duty ever. It was terrible. But I am happy that SBMM and persistent lobbies are now in. SBMM is gone. If they want to keep it, have a ranked mode. Like, should have always been there. Okay? That should be there. And then on the right side, you have persistent lobbies, the thing that I have always wanted to come back. Because that's how you make your friends. It's how you make the community grow. It's how everything matters. Now, I will state my issues with the beta and my issues with the game. The graphics look worse than 6. They do. Very, very much so. Especially in at least the maps that I was able to play. As you can see right here, just a bunch of white and a little bit of other things. Not a fan of that. I feel it's a little tacky. But it can be fun, and it really depends on the other maps, so I can't really state it. There shouldn't be doors in a Call of Duty at all. That's another problem I have, if that's understandable. I believe that them adding a wall hack fucking score streak is insanely idiotic, especially when there's a bunch of wall hackers as is.
Yeah.
And now I
Um.
could go on and on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, talking about sort of like going off of what you're saying right now, I gotta say that that wall hack rifle, whatever, the sniper, you can easily counter it by equipping cold blooded, and
Yep.
they cannot see you, but you have to equip the perk. So I always kept the class with cold blooded so that I could counter it. So that also comes with the with the experience with the game. You things you learn, and you learn how to counter it. It has like a learning curve. And I quite like that, the fact that you have a learning curve. I like the movement. I think it's simple, but it could get hectic, it could get complicated. You can get some nice kills. I feel like Call of Duty it's not like a game that I take serious. Like the way that I play here, you can see me playing here. It's just like I'm going crazy. I'm bouncing over everything. I'm jumping. And just like playing like a maniac.
Yeah, but out of the advanced movements, you have to admit it is the worst. It is the worst advanced movement Call of Duty.
I don't know. I like it, bro. I actually enjoy it. I actually missed it. We don't have it anymore. But like that's a matter of taste too.
It wasn't bad, but it could have been better. I don't
Definitely.
like the wall running aspects.
There's no
No,
momentum into the game, and you have to be perfectly pixeled with certain things. Klutzy described it a lot better than I can.
Yeah.
I did not like it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You guys can agree in that, but I'm gonna say, like based on my experience, and I was having a good time. And now that they've removed score-based matchmaking, I was actually having a great time with it. And I'm just looking forward to everything because I think zombies is cool too. And the campaign is gonna be actually amazing with the 4-play co-op. That could actually be another selling point.
I was
And
actually surprised that they announced that. And I think Battlefield 6 is doing the same thing, that you can play co-op campaign throughout the whole thing as well.
I think it's just 2 people though.
Maybe.
whoa, but 2 people is cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 people is better than 1, right? Like like single player. Having the optional run through Battlefield campaign with another friend could immensely better your experience. Like 100%. I feel like games when you're playing with somebody else that become so much better. Like twice as good, straight up. So I don't know, man. Like I know a lot of people, a lot of you guys weren't vibing with the multiplayer. But as a person who played Call of Duty like the whole time, I feel like I could agree with Desire with
Now,
the fact.
I will say I love the zombies.
Yeah,
Zombies
I
was
gotta
outstanding.
I gotta agree with Desire about the movement, and this is all due to the fact that look, they should have jetpacks, and they should have the wall running. They didn't do the whole thing like they were supposed to because you know what? People are never happy. If you like they adding it little by little, back little by little. You see next Call of Duty Black Ops is gonna have wall bouncing and it's gonna have wall running, but it won't have jetpacks, or it will have jetpacks but no wall running or wall bouncing. So it'll be like, okay, at what point can we get an actual, Black Ops game with everything?
Because Black Ops 3, even though I'm not a big fan of the futuristic Black Ops 3's movement was amazing. It was. It was the most enjoyable outside of Titanfall.
Right. And look, I was having a blast. So I'm sold on Call of Duty's Game Pass too. I'm going to be playing it on Game Pass as well. They have a bunch of things coming and a bunch of updates. And I mean, I'm just having a good time. What do you guys think about Call of Duty down there in the comments? Let me know, and I'll read to you when I get the chance. But I was having a great time, bro. You could go back to my streams, and I was playing and shit. But Call of Duty is not the only thing that happened this week because Battlefield 6 is released as well. And oh my God, we gotta talk about these, though.
Yeah,
we gotta talk about these, yo.
IGN gave it a 5. Made by the same reviewer who gave Veilguard a 9.
And Concord a 7. Honestly.
Oh God.
Let me see. Because I was like pissed off. I didn't even want to say
No. I thought they gave Concord an 8 because they gave it higher than Starfield.
At the
They did
top,
give
do you
it.
see the hollow skull?
Yeah, I don't
Garbage
know,
fucking
bro.
games, and they gave Battlefield a fucking 5.
Very
Well, the single player only has 9 fucking things. Nobody cares about the single player in a Battlefield game.
Okay.
Literally, nobody cares. But here it is.
Yes, but you have to
IGN at 9 missions in just 5 hours. Battlefield 6 campaign's
click
flame
on start
doesn't
shift.
burn for long, and it
Okay.
doesn't burn particularly bright in that time. So 5 hours. Oh, that's concern. I didn't know about that. 5 hours. I gotta go check it out by myself. But 5 hours is a little too short, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
So
Um,
I'm of the personal belief that I prefer Battlefield not to focus on their campaign. That being said, 5 hours is way too short. Way too short, especially for a $70 game.
yeah.
Just saying.
Mhm.
But I'm not buying the game for fucking the single player. I'm buying the game for the multiplayer.
Yeah, definitely. But we cannot dismiss the importance of campaigns in games like Call of Duty and even Battlefield, because even though Battlefield main focus in has been in multiplayer, like past campaigns have been dope. Like Battlefield, Bad Company campaigns are amazing, one of the best. We got Battlefield 3 campaign was dope, and Battlefield 4, I really love the Battlefield 4 campaigns. Then after that, 5 and all of that, it became like, trash or whatever. But they've been, like they had
True.
good campaigns in the past. So why not bring a good campaign with this? Like, okay. That being said, they could add DLC, they could add expansions, they could add like a twist or something later on. But 5 hour campaign for a $70 game, I had to confirm this about by playing it, because you never know with this game journalists. They go and they say the game is 5 hours, but they just like go straight, they skip everything. They don't, I
It's
don't know.
five.
It's
It's
weird.
5 hours including cutscenes. I just looked up a person who's.
That's pretty bad for a $70 game, dude.
No,
But then
hey!
eh,
I'm saying it's not the best. I won't give it a 5.
yeah, I think they gave it a point for each hour. But that doesn't mean that it's bad. Being short and sweet, right? Like it's not a bad thing, but it's also like okay, like
Encore
a lot
didn't
of people.
have anything, so why they give it
Yeah,
an 8?
yeah, and also exactly. And if you think about it, Battlefield 2042 didn't come out with a campaign at
I,
all.
I don't think it had a campaign
No,
still.
no, at all. It didn't. It
No.
didn't. And this one has a campaign. That's an improvement, but it's also like a shortcoming for Battlefield, because like you were expecting a full blown, like a full game, right? And now to get a 5 hour campaign, like I gotta criticize him in there. But I heard great things about the multiplayer,
It's fun.
and
It's very
even they what is it, like creations? Like they have like something like creations or something that they create different maps and different modes, and
It's
I heard
community
great things
created
about.
maps. Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like Forge in Halo, sort of. Uh, so yeah, and this is what they say. It is a staggering spectacle to behold at times, and a treat for the ears at others. But when it comes to mission design and an engaging plot, it fails to deliver at all. And those were one of the concerns that I had when they were showing the campaign gameplay. Remember the reveal, and I say, okay, look, like I see that you're going places and you're shooting things and all that, but like I didn't get a sense of like a campaign, like you got a character development, you got these characters that you can relate to or
Would you mind if I
whatever.
spoiled the opening mission?
No. Don't spoil. Don't
Okay.
spoil. Don't
Because I
spoil.
can tell you exactly what happens in the opening mission. That stating that there is no character development would honestly shock me.
Right. But I say based on the reveal, which is like this is why I try things for myself. I don't believe a word, a word that IGN is saying here. I'm just saying what I read, right? After I play the game, I can come up with my own opinion. But so far, I haven't played. Desire can actually say, talk about it a little bit more because it's actually playing as we speak.
Yep.
But this is just based on what I've seen, right? So which is why sometimes you cannot judge a book by its cover. You have to go and dig deeper and see for yourself. So I recommend everybody go ahead and see for yourself. If you have Game Pass, you got 10 hours for free.
I will say, I watched
Go ahead, Misha.
I watched an Asmongold video clip about Concord devs resurfacing.
Oh,
They had an interview with somebody that was posted. I think it was WCCF Tech, and they were talking about how nobody gave it a chance. And I think Asmongold has the best analogy for that. You can't judge a book by its cover, but in their case, they didn't even know what to put on the cover. So
It looked like Overwatch.
Exactly.
$40. How the fuck do you think that's gonna sell? A free
Yeah.
game versus a fucking $40 game.
yeah, facts.
That was part of the big argument too.
Yeah. Cole Classification, the house saying it. 5 is insane. Yeah, it is insane. I was so surprised when I hear that. I'm like, there's no way that
Now,
Battlefield.
was that just
get
for
a
the
5 on
campaign, or was that for the game overall?
I
No, that's just the
believe
campaign.
it's
That's
just the campaign.
That's
Which,
just a campaign.
from what
Okay.
I've played, I've only played the first 2 missions.
But here's the thing,
The
bro. Why
second
they do
mission's a
this-
little rough, but the
No,
first
no.
mission was amazing.
Here's what the part that I can't agree with. Why did they separate a campaign from the multiplayer and the other options? And like, it's only one game. This is not 2 separate games. It's only one game, and they do the same thing with Call of Duty, and they give the game a 5, a campaign. Everybody, and it brings like confusion. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's like a lot of people are gonna look at this review and be like, "Wow, Battlefield got a 5. Oh, I'm not buying it."
You should
But-
review the game as a whole instead of 8 games apart.
Exactly. Because like when you put it together, the game might be at 8.5 or 9 or something, and you're giving it a 5 to one part of the game that other games don't even include. Because Ghost of Yotei doesn't have a multiplayer, as far as I know. Do they have a multiplayer?
They might add Legends later.
Yeah,
like
but
they did with
at the moment, do they
Tsushima,
have a
but
multiplayer?
No.
This is what I think, that games that come with a single player campaign and a multiplayer should be judged differently than a game that is just a single player campaign. They had the whole freaking 5-year cycle of development to focus on the campaign, so they better give me a good product, because I mean, all I'm gonna play is like those 12 hours. After that, there's nothing else. But games like Battlefield and games like Call of Duty and Halo, etc., they got so much more to offer rather than just the single player campaign. And you could play like other PvE modes, PvP. You can do rank. You can I don't know, become a pro. You can stream it. There's so many things to a fucking a multiplayer game, like a complete multiplayer game.
The best analogy I can make. So I am a big WWE fan, but I have always hated their fucking campaigns. I have always viewed them to be super boring. But the gameplay is fucking. I love 25. I love it so much.
Yeah. I mean, what can we do, man? But Battlefield is out, dog. Battlefield is out. Shout out to Code Classic. She's around. Shout out to her. Yeah, like us 45 saying you can't spell ignorant without IGN. That's a fact. That's just crazy. I can't believe that they give him a 5. I don't know what they're doing over there.
I'll give a fair review when I finish it. Just like I
So-
gotta review Battlefield 4 first.
When it comes to any review across the platforms of Xbox, console, PlayStation, PC, Nintendo, I will say, if you want to give a review, don't put a number on it for yourself. Leave the professionals to do whatever. We know their takes are usually dog crap, but at the same time, judge it for yourself. Don't give it a review. If you look at reviews, read the criticisms of why, because I can't tell you how many times that the review was glowing, but at the same time, the score was low, or the game was dog crap, and they gave it a high review. Look at Donkey Kong Bonanza. Perfect example. Mario Kart World, 2 examples. Redfall, they gave Redfall, a 7? And look at how that was at launch. So you have to take it with a grain of salt. Read the reviews and the criticisms. Don't look at the numbers.
I've always thought that if you look at numbers, it should be people that I feel like numbers are for those that you actually should trust. Like if let's say it is a reviewer, I usually go with Angry Joe as a decent reviewer, or at least he used to be. It's not really anymore. Now he just does TV shows. But old Angry Joe, you know what I mean? When he used to like actually put everything into his videos and he would hold numbers and they would actually mean something. Now, not so much, but back
Yeah, I
then,
used to watch Angry Joe
Yeah,
back in
I used to watch him
ESO
too. Yeah.
release.
like,
Yo,
old
what's
Angry
up,
Joe
Hey
used to
Reese?
rap.
What's good? We got Michael Torre. Dímelo, Bobby. What's good, homie? What's food? You hungry? Shout out to Michael, man. Shout out to him. Bro, crazy work. Yeah, Battlefield is out. Excited to play, right? Got it already downloaded and ready. Ready to go here on the PC. Can't wait to try. If you have Game Pass, no, this is one of the good things. You got Game Pass and you have EA Play included in your Game Pass. You can actually try this game for 10 hours. In 10 hours, you can do the campaign twice, according to IGN. So go ahead and give it a shot on your own. And if you like it, you might as well go ahead and buy it. Maybe a month later when it's $50 or something. Or maybe, maybe you can just get it now. Because I did pay the $70. Was I happy paying the $70? No, but I probably gonna be happy
Are we going
playing
to
the
talk
game.
about the latest leaks about Game Pass that they came out with?
Say what?
Are we going to talk about the latest leaks about what Game Pass said?
Oh, we can talk about it, but Michael has a question here. So Black Ops or Battlefield 6? Pick one.
Can
Nope.
you share your
I like both.
screen?
Battlefield 6.
I like both,
I like
but
both.
if I had to pick one, I'm gonna say Call of Duty. Why? Hear me out. I know they're gonna have content of the ass all year long. Battlefield roadmap, we don't know that much what's going on. Like that's a fair thing to
So
say.
I would put a caveat on this, twofold. Okay, for me, I would choose Black Ops because I like the zombies mode over
As well.
Battlefield 6 overall. Okay,
Yep.
but that's just me. Now I
just-
will
that's
say
my opinion. Yes.
which one I would play more is probably where more of my friends are playing. So if most of my friends are playing Battlefield 6,
That's
then
what
I
you
might I might enjoy Battlefield 6 more than me playing solo on the campaign.
Scroll down.
Yeah.
So that's also a caveat. And because it's on Game Pass and I do have EA Play because I have Ultimate, then once I do this thing that I got to do here in the next half an hour for a little bit, when I get back, I'll probably be bouncing around from stream to stream, and I might install Battlefield 6 and try the 10-hour demo.
Yeah. Go ahead and give it a shot. And I'm not gonna
I
ask
missed the beta.
Desire. I'm not gonna ask Desire because I know what he's gonna say. He's definitely
I missed the
comparing
beta.
Battlefield 6. And look, that's the beauty of the panel. We'll have different opinions and we respect
Absolutely.
each other, and that's fine. What I'm gonna say here is like the reality is that I can be without. I'm a whore. I like both, and I want to be with both, and I'm in love with both. And thanks to Game Pass, right? Because otherwise I would have had to buy them both, and it's crazy. That's $140, but now I don't because Call of Duty is in Game Pass. I know I play Call of Duty throughout the year here and there, right? I'm not gonna be a Call of Duty pro. I'm not gonna, be the best Call of Duty player or nothing. But that's a game that I play casually with my friends here and there throughout the whole year. And I'm a Game Pass user, so it's very convenient for me to play Call of Duty. And Battlefield just becomes the extra thing that I have to buy that I didn't plan on buying. Just like Borderlands, just like GTA when it comes out, just like Crimson Desert. You know what I'm saying? So those are games that I know for sure that I'm gonna buy in day one, no matter what. And this is what I say sometimes. Sometimes people criticize people for buying a game that is $70 or maybe even $100. But I mean, at some point you're gonna be found yourself in that situation that you are like you want to play something and this is how much it costs, and you're gonna have to, I mean, it is what it is. Do we agree with it? No, we hate it. Call of Duty should be free to play, completely free to play, based on all the monetization and everything that they have in there. It's crazy. And then the other thing is like both communities can get along, dude. That's the thing. Now Battlefield guys are hating on Call of Duty, and Call of Duty guys are hating on Battlefield. This comes from back in the day. But the thing is, like, they two different games. Battlefield's more military, more serious tone, more like, okay, let's play together as a group. I give you ammo, you give me
I would
health,
say Battlefield has always been more realistic
right? And team oriented. Call of Duty is that
and
one
team
game that you can
oriented.
jump by yourself and do a bunch of crazy shit. Who cares who wins? Who cares who loses? But Battlefield has this culture. And
Hmm.
here's the thing: it's kind of like painful sometimes to see online people on Battlefield trying to play Battlefield like it's Call of Duty, and
The
the
only
Battlefield
way that I
community
would
doesn't
see
like it.
them equal or eye to eye is if Battlefield added zombies. And literally every game mode, campaign, multiplayer, and zombies were all in parity. Then you could give a fair assessment to each one of which one is in fact better, which one did it better, which one did it first, this, that, and the other.
Right,
But the multiplayer aspect are just too different. They're
right.
played completely different ways.
Yeah, definitely. You cannot play Call of Duty the same way you play Battlefield because you're gonna get cooked. It's like there's way two different games. So that's what I said. If you got Game Pass, try the EA Play thing. Do your 10 hours, see if you like it. And that's a good thing because you can actually try the game out before you actually buy it. So don't go crazy and buy it like I did. Try your 10 hours first. And then, but like I know for sure because I've been here. This is not the first Battlefield I buy. You know what happened? Battlefield, this is what's happened. Battlefield on release is ass. The servers are terrible, like based on my experience in the past. And then after a while, it becomes better and better and better. And towards the end of the game is like amazing. Right? Now, uh, this Battlefield, I think they got it right. I don't know how, like, have you been playing multiplayer Desire or just a single player?
I've only been playing the single player, but I played the multiplayer during beta.
Yeah, yeah, but during the beta, I did have server issues, so I'm just curious to
I
see
did not.
if they
So
were going to improve on that.
Well, they're
I would
currently overloaded with people. I just will say that to
Yeah,
for anyone that's wondering.
yeah,
so
definitely.
I was just checking my Game Pass because I was gonna set Battlefield 6 to download, and I just noticed that they added Heroes of Might and Magic 2 and 3 Gold and Complete Edition to Game Pass.
So what they
Those are
added,
PC games, PC only games.
but it's on Game Pass on console or just on Game Pass
Uh,
regular?
it's not on console because those games are not on console, but they are turn-based grand strategy
Oh,
sims.
sorry.
They're
Big
grand
turn-based.
strategy sims.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see them. I see them. I see them now. Yeah, they just added
They're
them. They
very good
added
games.
Supermarket Simulator too, and
You
Yeah,
said
I was
that
playing
made
that.
me vomit.
I was playing that a little bit.
and Hot Wars. How you guys play Hot Wars? The Harry Potter game.
Hogwarts Legacy. I
I
hated
haven't I haven't played it yet. No.
it. It was
This
really good.
you played it, bro. I thought it was genius. It just makes you feel like you're actually learning magic, and
The
I don't
only
know.
problem and letdown with it that I will
Uh-huh.
give it, and it's a decent sized letdown. It's the simple fact that um oh fuck, what was I gonna say? It's the fact that there is no Quidditch.
Oh yeah, this one of the first thing they said at the beginning of the game. They're like, "Oh, the Quidditch season has been canceled," something like that. They make it. Yeah, they sold the game separately too, right? The part that was
Yeah, and
supposed to come with the
it was
Quidditch.
a garbage game.
Well, honestly, I don't care about Quidditch. That's on me. I never cared. Like even in the
But
movies, I
outside
thought
of
it
that,
was
it was a
like,
fucking
yeah,
phenomenal game.
it,
It really
it
was.
yeah, yeah. But for what I played so far, man, I gotta say, he surprised the shit out of me. And I've had this game in the wish list for a long time.
Which
And
house did you choose?
Gryffindor.
Okay, so you have the most missions. Just so you know.
Yeah. Oh shit, let's go. That's what I
So
wanted.
every single class has their own thing. Like
Oh.
I chose my favorite, which is Hufflepuff, because I originally thought that you could play fucking Quidditch, and they're the best at Quidditch, and you can't play Quidditch, and I was like, fuck. But you get to go to Azkaban, which is nice in that class. I forgot what Ravenclaws is.
Oh shit.
Um, yeah, every
So
single one has their own special things.
so hold on. This is like has a high replayability value then.
Yeah,
Because I mean, so you can do like a run on Gryffindor, then a run in Hufflepuff and whatever other houses that you can pick.
yeah.
Bro, that's dope. Bro, I was playing it. My girl, my lady, she was like, watching me play because we love Harry Potter. We watch all the movies together and all that. And she was like, "What the fuck? That's just so lit." So she started watching my gameplay. She honestly don't ever care, and she was like, "Oh my god, you can actually do like Revelio and all these like spells from the movie and shit."
You
It's
can do
like,
Crucio and Advada Kedavra. You're damn right.
bro, that's fine, bro. Impress me,
Crucio.
right? So I've been playing Harry Potter on the background while I'm playing Call of Duty and shit. But now I'm gonna be playing it more heavy, because Battlefield, I know Battlefield, I'm gonna take it easy with Battlefield. I'm gonna play here and there with my friends. I'm gonna do the campaign co-op with them too. I'm gonna mostly focus on creations. I wanna go in that mode and see what people can do and have like fun custom matches with my friends. That if it makes sense, I'm gonna try to do that. But I'm excited, bro. This month is insane, Power Boss.
The Outer
Ninja
Worlds
Gaiden 4.
2.
Outer Worlds 2 looks insane. I can't wait,
I
bro.
don't care
I'm
how
waiting
people feel about it. I was just happy with the Avowed, even though Avowed, its story's pretty mid. But exploring in it is amazing.
Yeah. Um. We got Darius in the house saying if Battlefield is the military word simulated, then Call of Duty is the arcade version of that. I agree with that. Call of Duty is like a game of people with guns. It's not a military shooter anymore.
I did
It's more
like
like a
29.
GTA type shit. No.
I did like 2019's Call of Duty, even though it did have skill-based matchmaking. But the last like Call of Duty that I could play for hours on hours on hours was BO2, and I will die on that hill.
Black Ops 2, yeah. I like Cold War. I like Modern Warfare 3. Ooh, Modern Warfare 3, the last Modern Warfare 3. I thought it was very, very, very good. I really liked it. I didn't like the campaign. I could care less. But the multiplayer and the
Campaign.
gunplay and everything and the support that game had
It
was
did have
so
pretty good
freaking
support.
cool.
It did.
Yeah. Uh Black Ops 7, I played it for a long time at the beginning, but then after that, I was like, yeah, let's move on to other games and stuff. But I feel like this one is one step above Black Ops 7, and I'm liking it. I think this one is on pair with
Heresy.
Modern
Oh, I'm
Warfare
just kidding.
3. Yeah, yeah. Michael Torres saying GTA 6 is the first king, whatever Penta 8 game. What does that mean and how will affect the future of gaming? Well, it means that they spend a lot of money making it, bro. That's exactly what it means. How did it affect a future of gaming? I don't think that a lot of people are going to be willing to spend that much money making a game like GTA. I think that the only ones that could do something like that is Xbox. They were trying to do it with Perfect Dark, and you know how that ended up. And I don't know who else got the cojones, right, to spend $1 billion or $2-3 billion making a game that can compete with GTA in that sense. I think that what they're trying to do is something insane because GTA is like that, an insane franchise. Like all of them go crazy, all of them go hard. I don't know if it should be $100. Let's hope that it's not, but they
What game?
could definitely
GTA.
take advantage of FOMO and hype. And let's just hope that it's a $70 game, and I think that could be the best thing for the game because at the end of the day, what you want is something like Silsong. You see, for $20, you see how much it sold. They went crazy, they went viral, they killed it. Silsong killed it for $20. So if they can go ahead and be like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna lose some money on
Uh,
sales, but we're gonna get more people to spend money in the
you
store. Let's sell it for $50 and fuck the hell out of
you know what
that
think
would twist
GTA
the
would
whole
do?
industry. That
You
would
know what?
twist the whole industry.
You know what? Something GTA should do, and this is an honest considering. I've
Mhm,
said GTA Online should be free to play, and
mhm.
GTA's main story should be $70
Facts. Let's go. Just like that. Yep, I think
because
so.
online is already loaded with more microtransactions than
Mhm.
anywhere else. So you can leave it as is and just make it free to play. I bet you money I would fucking give that game a 10 out of 10 if that happens. I bet you I would.
Um, Trees baby in the house. What's going on, player? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good to have you around. Uh, Code Classic say, yeah, About is so bad, but the one redeeming thing about it, it is, and it encouraged me to explore. We got Desire here in the house as well. Thank you for coming through, homie. Hit the like button. Don't forget on the way out. About was so bad, but exploring was peak. Nah, man, About wasn't bad. I think that you guys
Oh
wanted
no,
About to
it
be
was
one thing,
great.
but it was another. I thought
So
I liked About.
I like Pillars of Eternity. I've played all of them.
Yeah, but it
This is
wasn't.
easily the worst Pillars of Eternity game.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. I don't know, bro. I enjoyed the combat.
For how I feel about Obsidian Entertainment, my
Mm,
favorite devs of all time that have made my favorite games of all time, from the Fractured Butthole, or my bad, the Stick of Truth, and yes, that's a turn-based game. Fucking Power Boss, don't you look at me, you fucking. I'm just kidding, but yes, it's the Stick of Truth and the Outer Worlds 2, or not the Outer Worlds 2, but the Outer Worlds, which I loved, the Fallout New Vegas, and what the fuck, Star Wars, the old Knights of the Old Republic 2, or whatever, I don't remember, KOTOR 2.
yeah,
Very, very good dev group, at least for me. I love
yeah,
them.
definitely.
But I have to state, Avowed, story-wise, is their worst game they've ever released by a long shot. You can say
Um,
what you want. You can state that you like it.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
for an and I understand that, and I will gladly take your opinions, because I know that my opinions are different than others. I think that Avowed story was really, really, really rough. And I think that its combat was not the best for an Obsidian game. But the game is great for exploring. I love its exploring.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm gonna say the one thing that people really didn't like about was like the humor wasn't there for me.
Yeah,
The
usually they
humor
have.
was a huge miss, and usually Obsidian is very good at that. So I gotta give it a fair criticism. I feel like the tone was a bit too serious at time, and that's totally made me feel like
Well,
okay,
that's what
mhm.
a Pillars. So, have you played a Pillars of Eternity
Of
game?
course, of course,
Okay, because you know that Pillars of Eternity, it really doesn't have jokes. It does, but it's very, very, very seldom.
very
And
subtle. As well. I want to
yeah,
say like okay, the fact they wanted to stay true to the fans of Pillars, right? And
hmm
that's the big miss because About should have been his own thing. Even though you are in the same universe, you could have different people, different characters with different characteristics
well,
that
and
makes
tha- and I,
them
and that's something
original.
that I said when I played it. I was like, I think it's going to be a Pillars of Eternity game, because I didn't know if it was or wasn't. And then I played it and I was like, it's a Pillars of Eternity game. It's going to be really, really meh. It's going to be okay. It's my least favorite Obsidian IP. So
Look, Code Classic Cage. The story in About is as weak as the combat in an Obsidian game. I rest my case. Yeah, the story wasn't the best, but I enjoyed the combat too, bro.
but
I
hey,
don't
they're
know.
working on
You
a
need to play.
Fallout game, so that's all I want. Please, please,
What
Obsidian,
I
do
want
make
to
us
ask
do.
Code Classic girl, like, what class do you play? That's another thing because people play maybe a class that they didn't like. They got abilities that they didn't like and they weren't clicking with. They didn't experiment it enough. I was playing as a brute, as a warrior, bruiser. All I had was like maxed out strength and stagger, and I kept on comboing everybody like two, three hits, boom, 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 and I was just like destroying enemies. But some other people play with magic, some other people play with like bow and arrow, and it's just like your difference. I mean, I think experience might have been different from me if I had played other class. I didn't like too much the what is it like the bow and arrow the that class. I didn't like it too much. I know a lot of people enjoy it, but it wasn't for me. Even though I love doing that in Skyrim. In
I just
Skyrim, I'm straight up like
I-
bow and
and
arrow.
I think that's another problem it has, is
Hmm.
it's going to get compared to fucking one of the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
RPGs medieval wise
yeah.
ever. I don't care how you feel about it. Skyrim is
Mm.
literally one of the best ever.
No, Skyrim is lit. Still, 2025, you can still jump in and it's gonna shit on any other game out there. It's just like GTA, GTA 5. It's just gonna shit on any game out there. But yeah, guys, like look, let me see. Called Classic responded. She said, "I'm a simple person. I usually enjoy the most brain dead things and have fun. I don't remember."
Don't you
my
put that
classroom."
evil on me, Cassie. It's coming out in 2028.
Damn,
Alright?
that's how memorable it was. You don't even remember what class you were playing. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the game
Cassie's
sucked
saying
for.
Fallout 5 is coming in 2035. No, we're getting
Oh,
a
hell
Fallout
no.
game in 2028. Mark me down. I'll die on that hill because I'm gonna fucking cry if we don't.
Man, I think it's about time Fallout releases.
Give
What
me
was
a
the last
Fallout
Fallout?
game.
76? What
Four.
year?
Nobody gives
76
a fuck about
release?
76.
No,
It
but
was
what year?
4.
What year is 76 release?
2020,
That
I
was the
think.
last. 2020. Yeah, I think it's time.
Let me see exactly.
And Fallout 4 was 2018 or something, right?
Nope, 76 was 2018. Fallout 4 was 2015 or 16.
Come on, bro. It's been 10 years. Come on, Obsidian. Obsidian, no, Bethesda. Come on.
Well, Obsidian is actually working on one after Outer Worlds 2, so we might be getting one next year because of their turnaround for games. I hope it's not next year. I hope they put a little bit longer and more elbow grease, and I hope they make a game as fun as fucking New Vegas. For the love of God, please, I need another Fallout in my life that's not fucking 76. I hate that game.
I think Outer Worlds, though,
Okay.
Outer Worlds 2 is gonna
You
be
can
cool.
still share your screen.
I think it's not gonna be a best game of the year or nothing, but I think it's gonna be cool as fuck.
I think it could contend if it's as good as the first game.
Yeah,
It should
definitely.
get a nomination.
Yeah,
You have
definitely.
you may
Bro,
have
the first game was so good. I played like 3 times.
I fucking love the first game. The first game was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I always
beautiful.
would get the
the place
space
where you
voice
were with Juan, with the background.
Definitely, guys.
It was funny.
Hey, D's Pain in the house. How's it going, bro? How's it going?
Why has it got to come out in fucking 19 days though?
As long as it makes me feel immersed, it's a thumbs up in my book, says Jules. Yeah. I mean, as long sometimes some games hit, some games don't. Well, like I said, we all got different tastes, right? So we got different flavors that we like and whatnot. So I mean, for example, I enjoyed the hell out of Borderlands 4, and I still log in daily to get the golden keys, to grind loot, to do missions. Decided didn't like it, and that's fine. And I know some people didn't like Borderlands, but I did like Borderlands.
Okay.
And I'm still do.
Well, to be fair, he doesn't like Randy Pitchford. He may like the Borderlands games themselves.
I love Borderlands. So I'm going to state
Exactly.
my Borderlands. So these are my favorite Borderlands in order. Tales from the Borderlands is 1. The original, not the new one. New one's
right.
Then we go to Borderlands 2. Then we go to the pre-sequel. Then we would go to the original Borderlands. Then Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which was actually kind of fun. And then you can throw everything else wherever. I don't give a fuck. I didn't care for any of the others. But 4 has some fun gameplay. I just hate how Randy Pitchford is, and I hate how it doesn't run well.
Well, it's running better now after a few patches, honestly. I mean, at least for me. But the one thing that I gotta say though, I can't stream Borderlands. I can't stream a game the frame drops drop all the way to 10.
Because
15.
it's not optimized.
Yeah, and
you know
what? All that game I can't stream either. Ha ha ha. Hot Wars. I tried to stream Hot Wars. I think it was Wednesday, and I had the same thing that happened with Borderlands with Hot Wars. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, and I started streaming Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Perfect.
Do you know what your
7,
GPU is by chance? Your graphics processor?
Of course I know. Come on, bro. 3080, 10 gigabyte.
So you have a 3080. So you have a 10 gigabyte. You do know that. What graphical setting are you streaming for your Borderlands, if you don't mind me asking real quick?
Oh, the 1080p.
1080p. You're not going high.
1080p. No, I'm not high or nothing. I'll be lower. I'll get rid of reflections.
I'm just asking because I need to. I'm trying to think in numbers because it's been a minute since I've worked on this game.
Look, you can see my gameplay. My game is like between. I mean, I would say between 85 and 150
recording,
FPS.
So
yeah, it's recording.
Streaming,
yeah.
So then, if you'd have to drop it about 10 to 20.
Yeah, but the minute that I click stream, like I get 20 FPS.
Remember
And I
when they
think
said that they were going to update how much its CPU usage was? That worked out.
yeah, maybe my CPU can handle streaming
It's not
and
your
doing this
it's
game
not
at
your
the same.
CPU. It's this game is fucking unoptimized as shit.
Might
I
might
hate
be the Nubo too. In the
the
middle
Nouveau.
of
Yeah,
everything.
the Nouveau's a
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Yep, might be there too. But like I don't know, have you been able to stream it with no problem? What you got a
Yeah,
49?
I didn't have any.
You
I
didn't
didn't
have
have
any
any.
problem?
I just hated it.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
it hard locked me a lot and pissed me off, so I gave up. Now I'm
yeah,
never
man.
playing it again.
Oh my god, no, come on. Bro, I look at
Nope.
the gameplay, bro. I was just having fun with this game, bro.
I
Let's be
couldn't.
real.
I hard locked 3 times in a row. I nearly Gronk spiked my fucking controller, and I said, "All right, that's it. I'm done." And I uninstalled it.
Oh man, it sucks that you had that experience with the game, bro. And this is the thing why, sometimes when these games come on optimized, I could be like, okay, I'm fine with like dropping some frames here and there. Maybe it's not the best experience ever, but I'm able to cope with it. Some other people are like, you know what, like they get tired of it and they cannot put up with it. And that's why I think developers should be doing a better job optimizing these games. That being said, guys, thank you for coming through and hanging out with us. We're gonna be back here on probably on Sunday. I'm gonna be streaming Battlefield. Hopefully, okay, hold on. Hear me out, because I might have a chance to stream it later. So I might have like a 2-3 hour stream, maybe like a 1 hour and a half stream that I could squeeze in between. Pause and maybe bring you some Battlefield gameplay, whether it be a multiplayer that they can play maybe today, maybe Saturday, but Sunday for sure. I'm gonna be streaming Borderlands. Keep an eye on your notification. Turn on your notifications for the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. We catch you next week at the same time at 11 a.m. Eastern time with Power Boss, Desire, and let's see if we can get a guest or two here next time to spice things up. I've been thinking about it, but like what? Sometimes people are busy. It's like I do my shows in the morning, everybody's working, so I kind of feel bad asking people to like can you come to the show
There's
on a
no
Friday morning? Yeah.
Call of Duty. Joe from Seattle just 25 minutes ago released a video. Call of Duty fanboys are mad about SBMM being removed.
Yeah, there's some people mad about it, and
Oh
I
my
did
God.
did a couple of posts on Twitter. Some people were pissed off about Call of Duty removing the scope-based matchmaking because they feel like they're getting slapped. Some other people, and this is a reality y'all have to face, and I know y'all hate when I say this, but 1, 2, time to get better. That's it. Time to get better. Get good. That's it. There's no other thing. The score-based matchmaking is not killing anybody. But yeah,
You know what? So if they're mad that it's getting removed, that's one thing. But it's not getting removed. It's getting implemented alongside of staying there.
if you like a
So
score-based matchmaking, play rank. That's
they're
it. There
being
you go.
they're being stupid
Yeah, they're
because
being dumb.
it's not getting completely removed. It's just having an entire set of game modes that's not going to have it is all.
Yeah, it's gonna have priorities now. It's gonna prioritize your connection rather than your skill or what you did last match. So that's better. That's fair. Anyways, guys, thank you for hanging out. Whole Classic Cage with the 5GG's fam. I see you. Let's play some Battlefield. God damn it. I'm down to play some Battlefield. Whenever I get the chance, I'm gonna be checking it out right after the stream, but before I have to do some things, sadly. But I see you guys on the next one. What's up with you, Power Boss, man? What you been up to and where people can find you?
I just rolled credits on Digimon Time Stranger, so I'm happy. The game was very satisfying to me. I'll be probably jumping in later tonight with Battlefield 6, trying it out for myself. I'm trying to set it to download right now. I've got to run out and do some things before I can hop in. I'll be hopping from stream to stream. A couple people are streaming it. Desire, U Demo, and Clussy's going to do it, and probably some Salt Shakers tonight.
Fire.
So, there's a whole bunch of people streaming it everywhere. I might chop in on P-Lump in a while.
Fire.
A little later,
Shout out to P Lump. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where has it been? I haven't seen it lately. Yeah.
He's I think limited himself to 2 days a week
We're
now.
gonna have to put in a ticket.
That's
But
fine.
he has some long streams when he does stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool,
P-
cool.
Peel up after hours, and I'm looking for the next game to play. I might do some little bit of min-maxing grinding on Digimon still. I'm
Man,
in New Game
19
Plus,
days. 19 days.
I will do it at the end of the day.
and then
Okay?
we'll see what comes. I'm looking forward to doing the next Black Ops 7 beta and seeing how that goes, and we'll go from there.
No.
Awesome. And what's up? What's going on with Desire, Mr. 2K in this bitch? What's going on with
I'm
you?
gonna leave my
What you
post
doing?
for my YouTube in the chat real quick. There's 3
Yeah.
times there.
Go ahead and go show some love to Desire. Go to his
Now,
stream.
I won't be streaming directly after this. I will be streaming in a few hours. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So
But
go ahead, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so that you guys don't miss it.
I got to do a 6-hour-long stream. Oh, fun. And it doesn't have to just be one game. Like, if I get bored of it, yeah, I'm pulling a Harmon.
Holy shit, it's such a bully. But Call Classic Case says it should be free tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna hit you up though. Like when I'm on that battlefield on Saturday night or something, I'm gonna hit you up. We're gonna get into some game, gonna slap some news, bro.
Gotcha.
You're gonna see. Hopefully, we can get a group of people together, play as a squad. You know what I mean? So we can help each other out and fuck shit up. So yeah, guys, amazing show. Thank you everybody who came through. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good shit. I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy Devil Flow. Checking out. Black Ops Season Game Pass, yo, ABK be killing it. We so happy playing, the fanboys be hitting it. Ponies be so cynical, they rather pay the 70. They pay for PS Plus, that makes no sense to me. Xbox got no games, that's why they keep on telling me. Conquer DOA, I be green like a celery. You playing console sales, me and you are not the same. Shout out to the gamers that just care about the games.